So in 2012, you did a very successful pitch on Dragon's Den, which I watched, and I must say I was really, really impressed with, and so were the judging panel on Dragon's Den. So what would you say are the key steps to selling your business ideas to others and getting them on board with it?
So thank you very much. I mean, going on Dragon's Den was really daunting, but the thing that I find when I'm trying to prepare for things that I find really helpful is to kind of look at the three P's. So that's making sure that you're prepared. So preparation, I think, is the foundation of everything. Making sure you understand your business, the market, and the things that are going to be really important for investors to understand about your business. Then it's about passion, because without that and really selling your ideas and your belief in the ideas, really no one's going to follow you. So if you're not passionate about what you do, no one else will be. Persistence, I think, is another one. And perseverance. So you've got to be able to get through any difficult questions and really understand and drive through any challenges that you might meet when you're being asked any difficult questions. And then the final one, which I think is more important, so it's actually four P's, is practice. You can't practice enough. You need to really understand and hone your pitch so that you know exactly what you need to articulate. And the only way to do that is by doing it regularly and often and really understanding what it is that people understand or don't understand about your business.
And I mean, Dragon's Den was all about funding. What would you advise to young entrepreneurs? What would be your advice to them who want to also get some financial backing and raise funds for their new business ideas?
So, I mean, with Intern Avenue, we needed a lot of funding because it's a technology project, and we work with, some of the best developers in Europe to try and build something really unique in this space. I think the first thing that I would say to young people is really understand your business and whether you need any funding at all. There are several opportunities that require little or no funding to get started, and you can bootstrap yourself. And when you can do that, then you have more of your company and less pressure. So I think that that's always a good thing to consider. I think the key is to lay out your vision for your business and understand what it's going to take at each stage in order to get there. And then, with the advice of either other people who have done what you're planning to do or in similar spaces, understand what the options are to you, because there's bank financing or loans that you might be able to take. You might be able to get loans from your suppliers so that you don't actually have to, or credit from your suppliers so you don't have to put in the outlay. So surrounding yourself with a decent advisor who understands, finance and also the needs of your business, I think is a key first step. But a lot of people think immediately that equity or investor finance is the only thing that's available, but there are a myriad of options really depending on what it is that you're doing.
Sure. And I mean, since 2012, your business, Intern Avenue, has gone from strength to strength and it's become really successful. So do you think, in your own opinion, there is a sort of key recipe to a successful business? And if so, what is it?
I would say there is no recipe to a successful business. And I don't think that success has a definite endpoint. I think that at every single stage, you're constantly pushing and meeting new challenges. So I think the only thing that you have as an entrepreneur or someone thinking about starting your own business is the vision that you want to achieve and positive persistence to understand that whatever challenges that you meet, and there will be several, unfortunately, you're going to meet them and overcome all of the problems that you have and kind of get and grasp the growth. I think that it's very easy to get lulled into a sense of at any high point, and we've been delighted to have had several, from being on Dragon's Den to flying to San Francisco to meet the Google team and meeting Chancellor Angela Merkel. All these things are great stuff, but there's also the hard graft that you need to do, and you need to kind of put those additional things to the side and really focus on getting your day-to-day goals done. So I would say for anyone thinking about taking this path, it's incredibly difficult. And I'd say that there is no ingredient. Anyone who tells you that there is a liar. The only thing that you have is your focus and your drive and your passion to kind of get through to the next point and meet the challenges that you're going to face squarely with everything that you've got.
Sure, and I think you've touched on it already, but lastly, what would you say is the best part of starting your own business from your own personal experiences with Intern Avenue?
I think the best part of doing your own business is just being able to really test yourself and understanding, how far you can go in seeing your dream realized. I mean, you go from a situation where it's you, in your pajamas, tapping at your kitchen sink, to suddenly you have, offices and team and investors and all the rest of it. So, I would say there are so many things that I consider to be amazing memories from the journey that I've had so far. I think the people that I've had the opportunity to meet, the people who have invested their time in me and their money and their hopes, being able to see people who use Intern Avenue as a service get great jobs and helping businesses grow with the best possible people. I mean, those are the real highlights for me. Those daily reminders that you're going up the ladder and doing stuff. Obviously, there's been some amazing stuff like meeting Angela Merkel and having her endorse the platform. Our amazing new partnership with Vodafone Foundation, for which I am so grateful and really excited about some of the things that we're going to be doing together. Having had the opportunity to go and Dragon's Den and to talk about my business and having the amazing response that people have had to what we're doing and, the excitement around what we're going to do next. I mean, those are great highlights, but also, being able to see that I can do more than I thought that I was able to, and I'm learning more than I've ever learned in my entire life, and really challenging myself and putting myself forward, even when sometimes I feel a little bit afraid. I still go forward, and those are the things. I mean, we don't know what the outcome is ever going to be when you start something, and I still don't know what the outcome is going to be from what we're doing right now. But it's just having that sense of, I went out to do something, and I put myself forward, and the people who are around me, have joined me, and our clients and our users are beginning to change stuff. I mean, you really feel in the center of that. And all of that is something that, you only ever really experience when you try and build your own company. So, I'm so grateful, for anyone. I mean, for you, for even listening to me. I mean, it's just amazing the sense of gratitude you feel about being able to do what you do, and the opportunities that you have to learn and grow and speak to people and help them start their careers and help businesses find the right people. I mean, those are the things that get me out of bed in the morning, even which tends to be earlier and earlier because you have to work so hard. But if you're going to work for something, it's good to work towards something that you really care about and that you think that matters.